Hi guys, welcome to the nursery tour of our third little baby. Let's see how quickly I can get this done because Shane's about to mow the lawns and I'm trying to do it before he makes a noise. So, I've given you a little bit of a pan view of what it's turned out like. It's not a big room, but it's perfectly serviceable. So I'll start over here and work my way around. Pretty much everything in here has been reused and repurposed. We've bought very little for her. This is her gallery wall. So that sign I made for Jack's room, and it'll probably stay in here. This will be Jack's room again eventually. Right now he's sharing the other one with Annie. These two frames had things in them for Jack, and I've repurposed them. That I bought for Annie's room when she was a baby and I've reused. That we were given as a wedding present. That we were given as a wedding present. And that my mum bought me years and years and years ago, and I've held on to it. And that cross stitch there I finished off. My mother actually started it years ago and I finished it off when I was pregnant with Annie. So that was hanging in her room and now it's in here. And then in this corner we have the nursing station, the rocking station. I haven't like fluffed it all up or anything. This rocking chair my dad bought for my mum when she was pregnant with my youngest sister, and I have had it for now all three of my babies, and I've painted it a different color every time. So it's been black, it's been pink, and now it's white. And I didn't recover anything, but I did add this cushion to it, which actually is upside down and should be sitting like that. So that's as it was with Annie, except for the cushion and the color. And then this side table is not my favorite, but it's one we have in the house, and it meant I didn't have to buy another one. So I've got that sitting there, and then underneath I've got some burp cloths. I've got a few packed in the hospital bag, so I've got more than what's there. And some muslin swaddles, which I also use as like burp cloths. And then on top I've got my baby waste book because I need to brush up on that. And my lamp. This was on my desk, and I still love it. Sorry, out of breath, 34 weeks pregnant. I still love it. I still love what it looked like on there, but I wasn't using it that much, and it was in the way, and so I thought instead of buying a new one for here, I would just go ahead and use it in here. So that's what I've done there. And then we've got this grey. This wall is painted this way, and I actually did this for Jack's bedroom, and I love it because this is what you see when you walk down our hallway. It's like the last room at the end, and it just works perfectly in here. So this was like kind of a starting off point for the color scheme in here. It's nice and neutral, and then we just added pinks to make it more feminine. So this was my print that I kind of went off with the color scheme as well, and the theme of the room, which is florals. Like, I just love flowers, and I found this quote on Pinterest. I don't know if I've still got the link for it. If I've got the link, I'll try and list it for you guys. It was somebody had made it up, and it was for free to download for personal use. So that is what I've done. I bought the frame from Kmart, and Shane printed it out for me at his work, and I framed it up. So that's like what you see as you walk into the room is there. And then probably my favorite thing about the whole room is this bassinet and the canopy. I love it all. So this bassinet I came upon on Trade Me secondhand. I wanted like a wicker looking, sort of vintagey looking bassinet. I used a bassinet with Annie, and I passed it on to my sister-in-law to use with their little baby. But I really wanted another one because I found it so helpful with Annie because it's on wheels. You can wheel it around the house, or you can just lift it off of this and carry it. It's great for if you're going away and your baby's still really little, you can take this with. So I got this for $50 secondhand, and it came with a pretty much brand new mattress, which is a woolen mattress. So it's great for regulating their temperatures. The bassinet sheets, there's a long story behind this. They were cot sheets. I turned them into bassinet sheets. It was way too much effort for what it cost me. It was like $9 for a sheet. So anyway, I'm just going to buy some more bassinet sheets. But yeah, so I got these from Kmart as well. The canopy, I've had these curtains in storage forever. You can see there's just like loops on there, and I made a dowel rod and just put it on some hooks and looped it, and it created a canopy. And then this blanket I crocheted. It was my first ever time crocheting. Alright, if you hear a toddler in the room, it's because there is one. But this is, yeah, I crocheted this and I love the colors in it. I wanted it to be quite a muted and neutral room. And as you'll see, everything in here is quite neutral, and then it's just, yes darling, you can go see daddy. It's quite muted and neutral, and then we just added color in the accessories. That little sloth is also from Kmart. I think they're like $5. So that's there. I added this sheer curtain. There was nothing on here before, and as you can see, this looks out into our backyard. And I just wanted, I don't know, I wanted to add a little bit of privacy, and also the sun comes streaming in here in the morning, which is beautiful, but at the same time it's quite warm, and so I just wanted to diffuse the light a little bit. Count one. And then we've got the rail, which was already up there, and then I just switched these curtains with the ones that are in the kids room now. These actually were in Annie's bedroom. If you want to see, I'll link her nursery tour somewhere for you guys, and you can see what her nursery looked like, which looks very different now that there's 2 kids in it. But these were the curtains that I had for her, and I put them in here because they match the color scheme really well. And then over here I've got this lovely little teapot which was gifted to us as part of our wedding gifts, and I just loved it as a vase, so I've used it as that. I got the peonies from Kmart. I think they were like $8 maybe for a bunch, and I love them. They match the color scheme beautifully, so I'd like to get some more to fill that up a bit more. Everything in here is from Kmart, guys. This is from Kmart. I don't know if it's available anymore. It's just a gold tray. This my mother got for me from Australia years and years and years ago, and I love it, so it's sitting in here. These storage boxes were from Kmart. They're just like collapsible ones, and they've got baby blankets in them. You can see them both there. I've got my baby wrap in there. And then I've just got some books stored in this cube shelf, which is also from Kmart. I think it's about $25 maybe, something like that. It's very affordable. And then if you go around this way, we've got the wardrobe, which is not tidy, not beautiful. It's just literally for storing things at the stage. I've just got her dresses there, a whole bunch of newborn nappies, and then there's like clothes for her to grow into there and there. And then finally, if you come around here, this is her changing station, which again mostly is all repurposed. You can see over there, there's just a wastebasket we've had forever. This dresser I got from a secondhand store when Jack was a baby and had it in his nursery, which again I can link his nursery tour. And I just painted it. I did like a dry brush effect on it, and I love it. Like, it's still one of my favorite pieces in our house. It's very like rustic and vintagey. And then this change mat is the same one I used for Annie. I actually cut it down because it was too big for the dresser we used for her. So it's smaller than a standard change mat, but perfectly big enough for my babies. And then just got a little bit of baby powder. And then I got this pegboard from Kmart again. I think I paid maybe $25 for it. It wasn't too expensive. It's not my favorite thing, but it works in this space, and I needed it for practicality because I wanted somewhere to put wipes and nappies so that they were out of the way, and this worked really well. Alright friends, got my little helper back in the room here because she's miserable with a cold, and this is real life, mum life. So that is the story behind the pegboard. We got it for practicality, and of course I've displayed just a few things, and actually these pegs ended up being perfect for hanging headbands on. I have bought no headbands for this child. These are all from Annie. So, and there's actually still a ton more in Annie's bedroom that I could probably put in here now. So these are from like when I was a kid. My mum gave them to me, and that bunting was used for our wedding. That was to stop people walking down the aisle before I arrived. We like headed across the aisle, so I just reused it in here. And then I'll just show you her drawers quickly. So in the top drawer, I got a few of these like little trays to separate things. I've got hats. She's got a bunch of hats, and believe it or not, I actually got rid of a ton as well because we just had so many. Booties, socks are all in there. And then I've got these, which I find great when they're like wetting through overnight. You can put these over a disposable and it helps to keep them dry. Little baby vests and baby lotion. And then I've got her cover for her bath support thing, which is elsewhere. And then in here I've got onesies. I've literally bought this baby one item of clothing, and that's for her going home outfit. Everything else is just from Annie and Jack combined, because he had some gender neutral stuff because we kept his gender a surprise. So these were, yeah, so these onesies, short sleeve, long sleeve, pants, some skirts, a few cardigans. I think that's all that's in there. And then in the bottom drawer we've got these like flat nappies, which I use just as burp cloths and like catching spills and things. And then these are all sleepers, all pajamas, and these ones are nighties. So this is probably what she's going to wear the most when she's really tiny. But those are all her clothes, organized. And then a couple things I don't think I've shown you. We've got this on the floor, which is just here. It was a sheepskin we bought for Jack when he was a baby. And so we're just using it in here. Yeah, a bow on your head. Yeah, excuse the state of her face. She face planted this week. Poor little thing. And then up here, I've repurposed this. This was in Annie's bedroom, and I just moved it into here because it's beautiful. It'll probably go back into Annie's bedroom when the two girls end up sharing one day, but for now it's perfect in here. So that is the room tour complete, the nursery tour. I love it. I feel like it's like in the morning when you come in here and it's got the morning sunshine coming in and it's so warm. It's just lovely. If you've got any questions for me, or you're wondering where I got things and I haven't listed them or said them, then go ahead and ask me a question. If you're watching this on YouTube, check out the blogs. I'll have photos up and things like that. Otherwise, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.